Jody, you can behind the scenes, how really desperately needy I am for you. Jody's like, we have people here. It's going to take me a little while. Might be a little late. I'm like, no, get over here.
No, she literally said, well, just leave and let Lonnie clean up. I said, do you want me to be killed in my sleep?
What's the point of having a husband? Let him do that. Get over here.
He does the mowing and edging.
That too.
I don't know what men do. Oh, I made the muscle men move that giant fire pit.
The thing was,
I didn't ask you because you're of no help. You're like 14 pounds. You're skinny. You're of no help.
You don't want to know what I weigh.
I don't. I eat too much party food, so I'm way up. So don't. Let's not start.
Oh my God. Are we going to obsess about that now?
Yes.
Still.
I ate party food that's outside my pandemic, reset thing.
What did you have? What kind of food did you have at the party?
Sushi
was good.
Right.
Yeah. Well, white rice, which is okay. Anyway.
I had sushi on Sunday night and had white rice as well.
Whatever.
So.
All right, Jody. Wasn't it magical? It was a magical night.
It was.
Right?
It was so lovely.
It was just science.
Yeah.
Science. So we hadn't seen each other, a lot of us, in over a year. It was fantastic. And now we're like Elaine Boozler and Randy Rhoads and everybody online. So where's my invitation? What?
Yeah.
And Elaine Boozler's like, am I at the wrong restaurant? I'm still sitting here.
You caused a hell of a lot of FOMO with your party pictures.
Well, get vaccinated.
Yeah. See?
And move to Los Angeles.
Yes,
and
also
move
to LA.
Yeah.
Also
that
that
helps.
Yeah.
It
that
does
also
help.
helps. Okay. All right.
It's a long commute otherwise.
Paula Poundstone dropped an F-bomb.
She did.
She not only was on the show, you know what I love about her being on the show is she's hilarious, but then she tweets about it all day. She said, I just want to say I said on the Stephanie Miller show this morning, but she's got a guy. I think he's a Navy SEAL, and he knocks you out of your chair.
And that was Sean.
That would be Sean.
Yeah.
Poor Sean.
He is fast.
He is.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got it. He got it in time. I don't know what he's doing. Who knows what he's doing now? It could be anything.
Don't pay attention.
Some other Navy SEAL. Maybe Paula Poundstone's trying to tunnel through down there.
It's possible.
To drop another F-bomb. So he's plugging the hole right now.
Jen Kirkman is.
Yeah.
She wants in on the in-studio action now.
She'll get another black eye.
She's coming back.
She's queued up.
Okay. She's queued up.
Okay.
All right. So I just out of the box said, because you are the first legal lady I have with your degree in
Law and Order.
Mm-hmm. Bung, bung.
It's like, what is the Justice Department doing? In lieu of getting me Glenn Kirshner immediately, can I just say Joe Biden is taking this independence from the Justice Department a little too seriously?
I agree.
The separation.
Well, I mean, that's what we wanted in the Trump administration.
Someone explain the principles to me. Biden's Justice Department has made the surprising decision to continue the previous administration's efforts to defend Donald Trump against a defamation suit brought by E. Jean Carroll, who accused him of lying and raping her, obviously, in the 90s. In their latest brief, the Justice Department lawyers continue to argue that Trump was just another employee of the federal government when he accused E. Jean Carroll of lying. That's what, obviously, she filed the defamation suit. The government's lawyers argued the law should continue to give Trump immunity and government-funded legal help because nothing in the statute suggests that they exempt from their coverage the President of the United States. Carroll's lawyer said it's horrific that Donald Trump raped E. Jean Carroll in the New York City department store many years ago, but it's truly shocking the current Department of Justice would allow Trump to get away with lying about it, thereby depriving our client of her day in court. The DOJ's position is not only legally wrong, it is morally wrong, since it would give federal officials free license to cover up private sexual misconduct by publicly brutalizing any woman who has the courage to come forward. Calling a woman you sexually assaulted a liar, a slut, or not my type, as Donald Trump did here, is not an official act of an American president. Tell me where they're wrong.
I disagree with what those lawyers at the DOJ are doing.
Right. And I
don't want to
say it wasn't Merrick Garland. It was other.
Yeah, it was other lawyers in the department, and the White House found out when everybody else found out.
Right.
So, and they're not happy with it. It doesn't sound like they're happy with it either.
But how is it? I don't get how it's defending. I get, like precedent in the office of the president.
That's what it is.
I thought, a lot of these reforms we're looking to put in because of everything Trump got away with,
Right.
they will weaponize against Biden if they get control back.
Oh, yeah.
For nonsense, for
Right.
nothing. I'm defending the office of president.
No.
That this horrid human in there and calling someone a slut and a liar is not part of your job as president.
I agree.
Maybe they won't defend him as carefully as they would defend
Oops,
others.
we didn't read any of the stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
well.
I mean, it could be part of a strategy. You know,
They're going to make the judge.
You know what?
overturn
Happy
it.
Clappy's not a good look on you. You just stick with your Eeyore
Oh,
and being wrong.
sorry. I mean,
But
you know, it could be jujitsu.
But Jody, don't you get, because you know me, I'm Happy Clappy. I like to get my little, legal gasms from Glenn Kirshner. But then I get people going, oh my God, they get away with everything. Like, where are all the indictments? And I get it. It's patience, not my strong suit.
Well,
Really?
It isn't her
But-
strong suit.
But this latest, this first whatever Senate report on
Yeah.
January, it stops short of giving any responsibility to Donald Trump. Really? The guy that decided the whole thing?
And-
I'm just like, is this what's going to happen? That
and
we're
it-
just,
It was never called an insurrection in the entire report.
Right.
right.
But the report also, they did not have input from DOJ, the FBI, or the Homeland Security.
Right.
So there are pieces missing.
Right.
They did not get information from everyone, and that's why we need a select committee
This is
to do these
exactly, Travis. That's exactly why Republicans don't want a real
Yeah.
investigation into this. But yeah, the U.S. Capitol Police had specific intelligence. The supporters of Trump planned to mount an armed invasion of the Capitol at least 2 weeks before the January 6th riot. That's in the new findings. But a series of omissions and miscommunications kept the information from reaching frontline officers. We know a lot of this went all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
We've heard enough, we know enough information already. Okay. The communications and intelligence failures that led Capitol Police and partner agencies to prepare for the Stop the Steal protests as if it were a routine Trump rally. Well, that, again, we already know came from the top, right? Came from, protect Trump supporters was the only thing from the top. Protect them, not everybody else.
Right.
The rioters.
Right.
Okay. But instead of the organized assault that was planned in the open online, yes, it was planned right out in the. The report shows how an intelligence arm of Capitol Police disseminated security assessments labeling the threat of violence remote to improbable, even as authorities collected evidence showing that pro-Trump activists intended to bring weapons and storm the Capitol. Yeah, right. Steers clear of offering any assessment or conclusion about Trump's responsibility for the right. Yeah, why would you? He was only the guy that started
Right.
it. And it found fault with the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI for failing to provide specific warnings about the threats posed. Again, how does that not come from the top?
It did.
Right.
They literally, to get to him, it's going to have to be the most airtight case
Yes.
ever,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Yes.
It shouldn't have to be, but it's going to have
Well,
to be.
he has experience in avoiding
Very
all kinds
much so,
of,
yeah.
of court cases and lawsuits and all that because
Yeah, but criminal cases are
he-
different than civil, so.
Okay. I don't. How much more time? I know we're all just TV lawyers from watching, I don't know, Law and Order and whatever.
I
but
took a law class in college.
I did too.
I did.
Oh, I see.
Communications law.
I stand
I
corrected.
took 3 law classes.
But
yeah.
how is this not this latest audio with Rudy Giuliani?
I know.
This is not. What's the word? Sculpatory.
No.
This is. How much more evidence do they need?
It was also
right?
very clearly recorded. I want to know
Oh.
what kind of recording equipment
Of course
they
you
used.
do, nerd.
Because it was
Radio
it
nerd.
sounded so clear.
You can tell actually later on, it was on speakerphone, and they were recording it in the room because their voices came through very, very
Okay.
clear. You could really
Ah,
understand
okay.
It was supposed to be surreptitious.
it. It wasn't.
This is not exculpatory. This is despicable. Recording devices are despicable. Never before heard audio. Okay, this shows how Giuliani relentlessly pressured and coaxed the Ukrainian government in 2019. Are you already losing track of impeachments? I was
Yes.
like, oh, carried forward about it. Oh, this was the first impeachment.
Yes.
Right. Okay. To investigate baseless conspiracies about then candidate Joe Biden. The call was a precursor to Trump's infamous call with Zelensky, and both conversations later became a central part of the first impeachment. Oh, 40 minutes. It was a 40-minute call. I'd like to talk to Rudy Giuliani for 40 minutes.
Ugh.
That's a lot of spit. It's like, just don't come, not in person. Okay, we'll stay on the phone. Just don't. He told this is all the stuff we already knew from the first impeachment. He told Yermak that Zelensky should publicly announce investigations into possible corruption by Biden in Ukraine and information that Ukraine meddled in the 2016 election to hurt Trump. I'm glad the story said these separate claims are both untrue and also Russian disinformation.
Right.
Okay. The audio demonstrates how aggressively Giuliani asked the Ukrainians to do Trump's bidding. It undermines Trump's repeated assertion there was no quid pro quo. Because they're okay. Don't you feel like everything bombshell that comes out, you're like, did we know that? We knew that. It's just more, how much evidence do you need?
More proof.
I don't understand. I can't. Has Matty the Squid testified yet? What's happening? This other guy has. What's his name?
Calamari or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
Calamari.
Yeah, right. Matthew Calamari. Matty the Squid.
Matty
That's
the
what I said.
Squid.
What'd I say? What'd I say?
What'd I
said
say?
Matty- yeah. What's his name? Oh, Jeff McConney. That's new. He's works right under Weisselberg.
Jeff Zaccani.
And we found out he's already been cooperating, which leads me to believe.
They call him Flipper, faster than light.
It's my cutest song. All I have to do is that.
One you see,
Steel third bass, also get the flipper sound effect.
and we know
So he's already testified, right? The subpoena suggests that the examination of Weisselberg's conduct has reached a new phase in the grand jury hearing evidence about him. So under state law, witnesses like Mr. McConney, who appear, are granted immunity on the subject of their testimony. They cannot exercise their Fifth Amendment right to refuse to answer questions. And if they lie, they can still be prosecuted for perjury. So I want it now, Jody. I want justice
Veruca
now.
fit.
I want justice now.
Daddy, I want it
now. Okay, is our website down along with our Facebook? Many major websites are down this morning.
They're back up.
They
Everything's
are
back
not.
up.
All right,
Everything's
we
back
are
up.
barely through COVID pandemic, and now are they just going to shut everything down? Right? It's just like I'm like, oh my God, we barely have time to recover from one disaster. When I'm like, what? Oh God, because then all the scary people are like, oh, they could shut down everything, the entire power grid of the United States. And
It seems like a server issue. It wasn't. It,
really-
it
yeah, it
doesn't
was a
seem like it was a.
Sean, any
hack
word
of-
if it was squirrels, like it is
Was
here?
it called
sometimes?
Flaxy or something?
Fastly.
Fastly, that's
Yes.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, everything, right?
It's
CNN, Reddit, Amazon, New York Times, everything was.
Yeah.
It's a company that all of these companies use that deliver their
Content.
online content
Yeah.
faster.
I want my Facebook back, and I want it now.
want it now.
I want it now.
Facebook moves at a glacial pace.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
tree sloth.
Yes.
Yes.
Like that sloth in Zootopia.
Right, that's
That-
the sloth. I was thinking of a
Yes.
cartoon sloth.
Yes, that's
yeah.
it.
Thanks, Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for jumping on that
Yeah.
with your bobcat reflexes. And then people don't know, and you see on Twitter, why are you posting all these crazy videos? I'm
Yeah.
like,
We'd like to say that our Facebook has been taken
our
over,
Facebook has been hacked.
and we can't get into it, and we are in touch with Facebook to get it back.
Thank you. The Stephanie Miller Show thanks you for your attention to this
Also,
matter.
also, as I texted to you yesterday, you are in the process of getting a blue check.
What?
Yay!
That's only how many years late? Okay. I am cranky this morning.
She's in a mood.
I hate everybody. Can I just say why? Jody, why is this not a bigger story? Get me Glenn Kirshner also on the mass genocide case against Donald Trump. What did I keep saying? Us taking our people out of Wuhan was the biggest
Yes, I was
mistake
saying
before
that, yeah.
all the rest of the disastrous response to the coronavirus.
And took us out of Geneva, too.
Yes. You know who could have been, this is just part of the larger story I mentioned yesterday. You know who could have been the best possible position to inform the U.S. about it many months ahead of the pandemic? The China-embedded CDC epidemiologist who was fired by the Trump administration in July 2019, Dr. Linda Quick, who she obviously would have been first
Quick.
to tell us.
At it.
Yeah.
Right. The only person on the ground in China for the U.S. working in this capacity at all, and she was never replaced ever. Her position was eliminated as collateral damage during Trump's trade war with China.
China.
Oh, my God. Could he have screwed this up anywhere? I mean, it's just, and it's here with 600,000, 900,000 if you're listening to the
Right.
newest study. Dead Americans. And it's, Jody, I'm going to need some more Carnation Instant Bitch this morning.
Goodness
I don't think she needs any more.
You know, you need a hug,
I need some
She
justice.
does.
I need
She
some
needs a
justice.
hug.
maybe some underwear.
I need some
And maybe some
justice.
underwear.
I mean, do we even need to do a commercial for the Steph store? I mean, the shirts are flying off the right. Look at this. Look at it. Get your face
Look
up
at
there.
that.
Get your face up there. Look, look, We have them for Team Pfizer, Team J&J. We are all Team Vaccine here. We have amazing,
That's right.
and you can get it on everything, right, Chris? Not just shirts.
Bath mats, shower curtains. You can get it on art, a clock. You can get a
Duvet.
selfie bomb on a clock.
We have Stephanie Miller swag. We have sexy liberal swag, and of course all the vaccine shirts. Get it now, StephanieMiller.com. Whee!